Hey everyone, welcome to this Sunday's August 16th Mastermind session. My name is Justin Poletti, along with Jason Brown and Shane Solomon from the United Kingdom. We're super excited to put these masterminds together to help every single one of you that is involved with My Daily Choice, to help you guys get on the right track, get things together so you can pass along to your team and organization and become the leader you want to become in this My Daily Choice opportunity. So I'm really excited. I'd like to welcome everybody to My Daily Choice. We have a lot of new people on here, a lot of leaders on this webinar as well. So basically, we want to just, this is not planned. This is not basically, we're not going to go, structured. We're just here to put these masterminds together. I love masterminds, guys, because we let it open for Q&A. We let it open for you guys to ask us any questions you want, but basically we're going to keep it simple. We want to keep it duplicatable, and we are going to cover and train every single person in your team and organization and even yourself of what to do, all right, to take your business to the next level, to go out and create that momentum. Do the right things. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Our CEO, Josh, has put something together so simple and duplicatable for all of us to succeed. So we have to stick to that game plan, stick to that system that he has put together. And today we're just going to basically keep this mastermind simple. We're going to cover the 24-hour launch document that we put together, and it's in our back office, I believe. If not, it's on our My Daily Choice official leadership group page. You guys can print that out, do whatever it takes to get that in front of you at all times, especially in your office, wherever you're doing your recruiting, your prospecting, your team masterminds, yourself. You want to make sure that is in front of you at all times, because you want to follow that 24-hour launch document. It's a 1 through 5 step easy process to pass along to your newest affiliates who come on board, and even for yourself if you have been involved since day one. You have to follow those 5 steps. If you're struggling right now, that document will help you generate results and create a lot of momentum. So first off, guys, welcome to the Mastermind session. Welcome to My Daily Choice. My name is Justin Poletti. I am here out of Pennsylvania. And guys, I'm nobody special. I come from the construction background. I got involved in network marketing 4 years ago. It absolutely changed my life. And I'm really excited that I finally found the right home, where I can plant my flag right here with My Daily Choice, with the right vehicle, with the right people, the right leadership, and get the support from our CEO, Mr. Josh Swagel. That's what this industry is all about, finding that right home, finding the right leaders to work with and connect with, and basically it all boils down to a simple, duplicatable system that is already in place. Okay, so we can all agree on that. And guys, like I said, I'm in the industry 4 years. I'm one of the top leaders here. I'm just one of many leaders that we have here with My Daily Choice, guys. And I'm really excited to share, this panel with Jason Brown out of New Jersey and Mr. Shane Solomon out of the United Kingdom. We also have Scott Smith on here, just typed in the chat room. What's going on, Scotty Tuhati? I know you just got back from camping. You were out of service and internet for a while, so I'm sure you're really excited to get back to the grind today as well. So I'm going to pass it over to my good friend from the United Kingdom, Mr. Shane Solomon. Shane, just go ahead and just tell all of the new people a little bit about yourself and, what we're here to do. We're here to, cross line, up line, down line, sideline, whatever it is. We're here to help every single person in this company succeed. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is how to keep it simple and duplicatable. But first off, Shane, share your story and just tell everyone how you're exploding the UK market over there.
Well, first of all, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Fantastic. Well, first of all, I've got to hand it back to you. You're an absolutely amazing chap, and it's been a pleasure to meet you and the likes of Jason Brown, who's on this call since I got involved with the company back in November when we was in pre-launch. I think you kind of summed it up there. It's all about helping people. So everyone who's on this call tonight, you should be super excited about what's going to lay ahead for you right now. We're still such in infancy times, but things are really expanding really quick and huge momentum. And if I was you right now, I just wouldn't be able to contain myself. There's just so much going on. And just to make it clear, I mean, this is a new industry for me. I've only been in network marketing seriously, really, with this company. I dabbled a little bit before. I didn't have a lot of success. But what I found is that the leadership here, the likes of you guys on the call, Mr. Scott Smith, our CEO, Josh Wagle, Chris Robinson, there's so many good leaders that just makes it so much easier. And having these get-togethers are so important. But my story is quite simple. I'm 34 years of age now. When I was 18, I started singing for a living. I did that until I was about 25. I then went into video production and then TV production, which I still do at the moment because I love doing it. So I'm doing that kind of working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune kind of thing, as Jim Rohn used to say. And it's absolutely fantastic. And now the world is really looking to this industry, and it's exploding. I think Eric Worre said yesterday that it's coming up to nearly 200 billion turnover a year. I mean, this is phenomenal. So my story is simply that I'm a normal guy. I'm learning. I'm earning as I learn, and it's absolutely sensational. I can't explain it. So those guys on the call tonight, you're going to get so much value from this, just hearing some of the leaders talk. So that's my story, and with that in mind, I'd like to hand over now to the man from New Jersey. We have a goal between us to reach 50K affiliate within the company, and he's an absolute star. I've met him in real life, an absolute star and a gentleman. I'd like to hand over to the beast that is Jay Brown.
Shane, my man. Well, give it back to you too. I mean, I appreciate the warm welcome, and I mean, getting to meet you in person was phenomenal. And actually, it was twice, right?
Twice.
2 times. I'm a special guy. If you guys haven't met Shane yet, you will. In my opinion, one of the best leaders that I've ever worked with in the industry, not only company. So kudos back to you, Shane. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Guys on the call, also, well, before I introduce myself, I think it's important to give it back to Justin Poletti, who I got the pleasure of building a friendship with long before My Daily Choice. Got to see Justin and what he was about. You know, got to see him as a leader in the industry who came in to a previous opportunity, absolutely dominated, hit a rank that was doing very well, and, you know, not only just was successful, but his ability to reach out into other organizations and truly care about people, because Justin had nothing to do with my organization, and he still worked with some of my guys and helped us and them specifically work online and, you know, get other options. And, you know, I knew at that time that Justin was somebody that I wanted to stay closely connected to. Got a phone call right around Christmas time. You know, My Daily Choice was launched. It was doing big things. I was looking for a home in the industry. I knew exactly what I was looking for, you know, whether it was, well, it was a combination of, you know, leadership, timing, right timing, products and a brand that I could believe in, and products and a brand that appealed to just more than one specific niche in the industry. I was looking for a fair and balanced compensation plan that could pay long-term but also reward people for their work short-term to get them that story and that belief. Looking for a system, a culture, and an opportunity for myself to come in and give people exactly what they deserve in this industry. And I got to give it back to Justin Poletti for not only giving me this opportunity, but, you know, getting together little things like this that if you've taken some time on your Sunday afternoon to jump on could elevate and should elevate, and honestly, if you let it, will elevate your business to the next level. You know, going back and touching on what Shane said as well, and then I will introduce myself because I do have a tendency to talk a lot, but, you know, is that the leadership in this company is something that I did not, I wouldn't say expect, but I didn't really know what to expect, you know? So I guess, yeah, I didn't know what to expect. And getting to meet guys like Shane Solomon, much older than me, been in an industry taking care of people for a long time, you know, musician, artist, relationship guy, guys like Todd Young, Chris Robinson, Scott Smith, who's on here, who's become one of my close friends, and we've spent so much good time working together. He was my roommate on the MDC corporate cruise, which you need to be on next year. You know, being around the leaders, even Josh and his parents, it's just been a very humbling experience. So I'm grateful to be here with My Daily Choice, and more importantly, guys, this webinar is about you, not about us. And I'm grateful to have you on board so you can witness and take control of your life the way we have done so with ours. So welcome to the team if you're brand new, and if you're not, congratulations for continuing to show up. That is the X factor. So for me, for those of you guys who don't know me, quick introduction and we'll get this thing rolling. Jason Brown, born and raised in New Jersey, 26 years old as of Friday. So, you know, a little bit of a wake-up call, you know, as I start to approach the top end of 30, you know, really wanting to put my goals and dreams on paper and get to where I want to be. I've been in this industry now for just about 2 years on September 4th. So in about 3 weeks, it will be my official 2-year anniversary of signing up. Have been completely profitable in this industry after my first 4 weeks. So week number 4, I became profitable and never turned back. And that's just a true testament, because guess what, guys? When I got into this, I didn't even know anything about network marketing for like the first 6 months, yet I was running a profitable business, and I am not special. You know, I grew up, didn't get great grades. Even in college, I do have a bachelor's degree in communications, associates in journalism, and a high school diploma. But guess what? I was a B and C student. I'm not an A student. I say my work ethic is A++++. And that's what I can share with you guys today. Probably one of the main takeaways is it's not about, you know, your intelligence. It's not about your IQ level. It's literally about showing up and doing the hard work. So that's my story. Justin, give it back to you. Let's get this thing rolling, brother.
Awesome, Jay. Awesome job, Shane. Whoa, I turned green here, didn't I?
I can't see you personally. Oh, you are green. You look like.
How am I now? All right.
There you go. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. You're ready. I can see you.
Awesome. Well, you know, thanks, guys. Jay, you're an absolute beast. Shane, you're an absolute monster. We have so many other leaders out there. You know, we got Mr. Ron Whitfield, who was on that leadership cruise and ready to take this by storm. I know I invited him on the panel. I'm not sure, Ron, if you got that invite or not to come on here and say a few words as well. But, you know, Chris Robinson, all the tremendous leaders. We got Sonia. You know, everyone's a leader here, guys. And we're not just, you know, I don't want you always to hear from us, you know, myself, Jay Brown, you know, Scott Smith, Chris Robinson, Sonia, Ron Whitfield. We want all of you to interact with us. We want all of you to come on here and share your story as well. And this is what a mastermind session is for, is to get people on here, you know, if you're new to the business, or if you have been in the business a little while. All right, I'm that excited, guys. I'm stuttering. All right, you know, we want you to come on here and just share your story, share your vision, all right, and tell us what you like about what's going on, what you know need help with, and that's what masterminds are for. All right, so we're not here just scripting this out. We're just opening it up for everybody to be able to hop on here and just share with all of us and all of the team and all of the teams and organization, the whole entire company. We put these together, these masterminds for us to mastermind. What's working, what's not working, and we're going to open up a Q&A, but first and most importantly I want to cover is that 24-hour launch document. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. I know everyone has seen it. You guys might have seen it every single day on a pin post, but you know what? Are you taking action to that 24-hour launch document? Are you sharing it with your team and organization? Or are you just coming in My Daily Choice and worrying about going to find out where your capture pages are and you're spamming them all over social media? Guys, you have to keep this simple. All right, we put this 24-hour launch document together because it works. It is proven to work. Them steps 1 through 5 are proven to work. And we're going to cover those steps today because a lot of you, I'm not saying you are, but maybe a lot of the new people that are coming in are just excited about building online, which is great. Okay, but we can all agree, if you don't have that brand, if you don't have a lot of followers, and if you don't have those relationships built where people are going to look up to you and you know, as your brand, especially on social media, you just can't go on there and spam and post your capture pages on every single social media site and expect people to take the free tour and pre-enroll. It's not going to happen right away. All right, so that's why we put this 24-hour launch document together to get you guys off on the right track. So as you start building your brand and building relationships and doing those 1 through 5 steps of our launch document, you're going to be able to take that over into social media. All right, so first off, I'm going to share my screen here with you guys. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick, and we're gonna walk through it.
I have it up. I don't know if.
All right, Jay, share it. I mean, I have this right here. Can you all see this?
Can you see my screen, Justin?
Yes, sir, Jay. Perfect. Awesome, guys. All right, we just take a look here at Jay Brown's screen. All right. So basically, guys, a 24-hour business launch document. Step 1, what's your why? All right, what I mean, in a short couple words, I want you to put over in this chat box right now, what is your why? Why did you get started with us here in My Daily Choice? Is it because you're looking to buy a new car? Is it because you're looking to, you know, help your family? Is it because you're looking to help put some money away for retirement? You know, just in a couple words, what is your why? That is number one, all right? Everyone joins My Daily Choice for different reasons. All right, some are here because of financial freedom. Some are here for time freedom, buying their dream house, buying their dream car, more time with their family, helping others, and many other reasons. So your why should be powerful. All right, so what is your why? Write that down somewhere where you can see it every single day. All right, every single day. You have to write that down. Can everyone hear me? Type in the chat box if you all can hear me. Someone said that they lost sound. All right, so guys, that is step one. Very, very important. Help people, awesome. Awesome. To work from home full-time by 2017, Ron Whitfield. Ron, we're going to help you do that a lot faster than 2017, brother. William, financial freedom. MLUV, training. Guys, you know, so that's number one, box one. Daniel Torre, time freedom. Alan, to work for me and my family. Perfect, guys. You know, that is your why. If your why is not strong enough, you know, you have to make it strong enough, because you're going to want to go out there and reach that and do something over the top so you can get to that, to get to your why. Zena, to add value to the masses. Linda, financial freedom. You know, guys, these are perfect whys. So that's step one. Write it down. Jay, take it away for step number two, and tell people, you know, step two, why it's important to set up that Autoship. Why it's important to make sure you're on that 100 PV Autoship.
Oh yeah, I'd be absolutely honored to do so. And guys, before I do this, I just really want to touch on how important this document is, because it's so easy and it's so duplicatable. When we were on that My Daily Choice leadership cruise, it was not just, you know, fun drinks and beaches. You know, we really sat down and said, what can we implement to make this easy and duplicatable for everybody? And my biggest thing was getting a document just like this put out, and I want to thank Josh for getting it done. And also, you know, some of the other leaders who helped me put this together. So the key is you can sit down with your newest person, just like we're going to do right now, and just like Justin just started doing, and just go through this, explain it to them in your own words. Don't go word for word, read off the paper, but explain to them in your own words why these 5 steps are important, and they can do it. So step number 2, setting up your MDC Autoship. Okay, the Autoship is the most important thing in the business. Why? This is the way I look at it. Think about a relationship, okay? If you're in a relationship, you know, and you are constantly communicating, constantly, you know, doing things together, going on dates, you know, going to the movies, going shopping, do whatever, okay? You're always spending time together. Then we can all agree that the relationship is a primary piece to your life. It's a obligation, right? A responsibility. And upkeeping the value of that relationship is very important, because distance in a relationship, you know, if you're not communicating every day or throughout the day, or if you're only going on dates once a month, twice a month, you know, then I guess we can all agree that the relationship is not a priority, it's not an obligation, and it's not going to reach its potential. So treat your business the same exact way. Because, you know, I was just talking to one of my guys, Jerry Page, out in Canada, and he said to me, he said, Jay, I'm treating this like a business. I am doing the simple things every day, pushing, you know, my new affiliates towards duplication, and I'm doing it. So how is this all, you know, pointed towards the Autoship? Your Autoship gives you product at the end of the month. Your Autoship gives you product every month. If you do not have these products, then you stop feeling the effects, which is like stop feeling the effects of a relationship. It's the exact same thing. And if you're only getting the products, you know, once every few months, then it's like going on a date with your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife once every 2 or 3 months. So in order to do this business, it doesn't matter how much time you're putting in. Okay? I'm going to say that again. In order to do this business correctly, It does not matter how much time you're putting in. All that matters is that you are talking to people, exposing the business in an ethical, professional manner, and staying 100% committed to your goals. The amount of time you put into this business does not matter. You can do this business just like Shane, part-time working on your fortune, just like Ron Whitfield, part-time working on the fortune, or you could do it full-time. Does not matter. If you do not have product on hand, how in the world could you possibly get passionate about something? That's simple. Get an Autoship. Because, you know, my mentor told me when I got into this industry, he said, Jay, imagine you owned a Subway and you didn't have bread. Imagine you owned a Subway and you didn't have meat, cheese, and condiments. And a customer walks in and they want something and you can't give it to them. Imagine you have an ace in your business who is only going to sign up this Thursday, or she is only going to sign up this Thursday, but you don't have your Autoship. And the reason why they didn't sign up and blow up your business is because you did not have product. That is missing out on opportunity. So that is why it's pivotal to have an Autoship. It is pivotal to have product on hand. And in my opinion, guys, with what Josh has put together, giving us so many options, split your Autoship down the middle. Get the travel. Get the destinations. Even if you're not using it every month, you can show it to people. Get the sprays. Have the sprays on hand. If you need more, buy more. Everything you buy in this business is a tax write-off. So have product on hand. Back to you, Justin.
Awesome job, Jay. And, you know, just to retouch on this, you know, it is important to be on 100 PV Autoship, guys, because if you're going to come in here and put in the effort and time anyway, whether you're working part-time at it or full-time at it, you want to be able to maximize the compensation plan. All right, so we just don't want you to go on 100 PV Autoship because, oh, it's giving us more volume in our binary, guys. That is not what it's all about. We want you to go on that 100 PV Autoship so you can earn the full maximize of the compensation to be fully qualified. All right, you know, would you rather be on a 50 PV and only earn 10% of the binary, one level of jump starts and one level of check matching? You know what I'm saying? When you're out there grinding your butt off and prospecting other people, right? You don't want to just earn that one level of jump starts, one level of check matching. Why not, you know, be that executive, all right, and get set up on 100 PV so you earn the 15%, 4 levels of jump starts and 4 levels of check matching. It only makes sense. You know, if you don't have that money to upgrade, I tell people, listen, sell something. Find a way to get upgraded to executive. Guys, when I came in this industry, I didn't have the money at first right away either. But you know what? I found a way to get it, because I saw the vision of what this opportunity and this industry, you know, could do for me down the road. And I'll tell you what, man, if I wouldn't done it, if I wouldn't have went all in from day one, I would not be where I am today. You know, if I wouldn't listen to my mentors and my success coaches to go all in, guys. So, Jay, awesome job on the importance of setting up an Autoship so you can qualify, because, guys, what you do is going to duplicate to your team and organization. You go on 100 PV Autoship, your team's going to go on 100 PV Autoship. All right, so it's going to duplicate. Shane, my man, if you want to cover step 3 here about building your list. I know you guys are over there in the UK. You know, you guys have lists. You're doing a lot of Skypes. And, you know, if you just want to touch base on step 3 here about building your list and, you know, how you guys are, you know, gathering up individuals and meeting up at a local coffee shop, a local pub over there, and you guys are just doing a lot of belly to belly, and, you know, and that's all about building your list and meeting those individuals. So, Shane, you want to touch base on block 3 here, step 3?
Absolutely. Can you still hear me okay?
Absolutely, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much, Justin. Basically, obviously, when we start in My Daily Choice, it's a very exciting time. And it's that time that you really want to get pen to paper, and it's quite important to put pen to paper to come up with your list. When I first joined My Daily Choice, I first of all set my Autoship, of course, 100 PV. I want to benefit from the whole comp plan. I then started to work on writing down a list of people, as many people as I can think of. And some people say, I don't know that many people. But when you start using tools like the memory jogger in the back office and everything, where you start thinking of the names of your hairdresser. In my case, I don't have a hairdresser, but, you know, I think of my first hairdresser and put that name down. You want to start creating, you know, between 50 to 100 names. It could be anyone. It could be people that live next door to you. It could be the person that delivers the post to you. you really want to build this list to get as many people as you can to start talking. And here's my tip. You know, we have an amazing social media reach these days with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these wonderful tools. But you know what? I use that as a kind of gateway just to open the conversation. I don't just send messages on Facebook and just hope that people are going to meet up with me and take the tour. So I go through my Facebook account, start jotting down the names, and then I'll send them a text or give them a phone call. And, you know, just say, look, I haven't got that much time, but I'd love to catch up with you. I've got something really exciting I need to share with you. Are you available in the next week or so that I can meet up with you for a coffee or down the pub, at the local bar, to tell you what I've found? So it's really, really important, because you want to reach as many people as you can, and you know, you're going to be excited about this. You're going to want to share it with people. So kind of keep it simple. Get that list there, and it's so important to write it down, because it's sometimes hard to keep, you know, a track of your thoughts in your mind. And I think if you write it down, and there's a great document in the back office that will help you do that, where you can write it down, bit of a memory jogger, and just build that list. You'll be surprised how many people you start thinking of when you start writing. And the important thing is, do not prejudge anyone. This is the biggest thing that I learned when I first started. I think I was going through my list and I thought, oh, they won't be interested. They're too busy. They're already too successful. They won't be interested. But you know what? The more successful people are, the more open they are to opportunities. So don't be afraid to write those names down. What I've picked up on the chicken list. You know, the people that you think, oh, I'd be too chicken to ask them in case they said no. But when people say no, it's not a no forever. So put down every single name you think of, and the most successful people, put that name down as well, and make sure you reach out to them and arrange to meet up with them. So build your list. It's absolutely essential. You write it down to really catapult your business to the next level. Back to you, Justin.
Awesome, Shane. You know, so guys, you know what Shane said about building your list. So step one, I covered what's your why. That is step one. All right. If you don't have your why written down, write it down today. And as you bring new affiliates in, you want to go over these first 5 steps with those individuals. Find out their why. Find out why they're here and what they're about to accomplish. Okay, what they want to accomplish. Step 2, set up their Autoship. Make sure they're on the fast track to success. All right, make sure they're set up on an Autoship. Number 3, have them build a list. All right, and you want to follow these steps. All right, have them make a list of 50 to 100 names. All right, people that they know, jot them down. Use the memory joggers. Exactly what Shane Solomon said. All right, now you want to go to step 4, the launch with a grand opening. Guys, this is very, 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 very powerful. All right, there's so many people that come on board here with My Daily Choice and forget about how network marketing was created, how it began, how it began, and how it ended up right now into billions and billions of dollars in this industry of network marketing. And why did it grow so fast? Is because of everyone launching a home grand opening event. All right, everyone on your list is waiting for your phone call or a personal invitation to check out your My Daily Choice business. Launch your business by hosting a home event, a hotel event, or a virtual grand opening, whether you can, get them on a live Google Hangout where us leaders can come on here and give them the overview. All right, Jason's going to eBay right now. Let's see what he's doing. So, use a virtual grand opening, conference calls, whatever it may be. Get everyone to your event and teach them how to do the same thing. Guys, when I first got started in this industry, all right, my mentors told me that night I got started, I went to a training, I came home, they said, okay, within 3 to 5 days, book your home event, make your list. I made a list of 120 people. All right, I wrote down 120 contacts. I called all 120 contacts. 85 told me they were going to show up my first launch event. Out of those 85, 43 showed up in my living room. All right, and out of those 43 guys, they're like, wow, not all of them signed up in my business, but a handful, or I think it was like 6 or 7 got started in my business, and some became customers. All right, but the people that were at my live event, the people that got started, they're like, wow, Justin, I can do this. You invited me over. You introduced the mentors, the expert that was there, put in a DVD, hit play, told people to sit tight, hold on, ask questions to the end. It was duplicatable. All right, so that is why, when people see that firsthand and get to interact, with a grand opening and launch event, it is so powerful and it's so duplicatable. All right, so you want to make sure if you have not launched a grand opening, do so right now. Let's book these events after we get off this webinar. Get with your upline, get with your mentor, and let's schedule a date between now and, by the end of the week, there should be 25, 30, 50 home events, even hundreds of home events booked. I'm not saying home events, but it could be a virtual grand opening. But some kind of launch event that you want to be able to invite your people to, that you build, that you create on your building list, all right, of your contacts. You want to be able to invite them to something this week. And that is your goal, guys, is to set up your event, whether it's a home event or a grand opening online, whether it's a Skype call, Google Hangout, whatever it may be. And we are here to help present it. All you have to do is invite individuals to the event. Don't present it to them. Just be the master inviter. All right, and so I'm going to turn it back over here to, Jason Brown, and I'm sure me and Shane will also be able to touch on step number 5 here. Jason, touch base here on why step 5 is powerful. A lot of people are always out there and coming on board and trying to plug into this training, that leader's training, this leader's training, that leader's training. But, it all boils down to, we have training videos in our back office, guys, that each of us, put together, whether it's mindset, it's about creating Autoships, it's about launching your events. Myself, Shane Solomon, Chris Robinson, Ron Whitfield, so many other leaders, Jason Brown, Scott Smith, all right? We put these videos together for all of you guys to take advantage of, and I know a lot of people have not been utilizing these training videos in our back office. So Jason, and I know Shane will be able to touch base on these videos as well, so you want to touch base on how important it is, to keep that newest person, on track with the training videos that we already created in the back office of our MDC opportunity.
Absolutely. So when we got this thing cranking, especially these trainings, what Josh did was had all the current leaders in the top leaders throughout the entire company head out, including Shane, who flew in from the UK, and we filmed hours of interviews where all the questions were based upon creative answers, real answers from real people, real experienced veterans in the industry. And what was compiled was, in my opinion, one of the most dynamic training systems maybe ever. And here's the thing, it's not, just a couple leaders voicing their opinions. It's, a bunch of leaders being put on the spot in an interview setting, giving the most real, from the heart answers that can happen. And it's so relatable. And relativity creates duplication. So, with these trainings, it's pivotal because, guys, your sponsor may not even exist. Your sponsor may not be, your sponsor may be brand new as well. You may be brand new to the business, your sponsor may be brand new, or maybe your sponsor can't help you with certain things, and it doesn't matter. You plug into these training videos, it goes over mindset, the importance of meetings and what to do with a meeting. Again, builds on the importance of the Autoship, talks about the importance of our system and how lucky we are to have a free marketing system, the compensation plan, and there's a few more talking about, just really how to take this business to the next level. They're there, they're accessible. So, even if somebody in your business comes on board, they work all day long, they get home from work, they don't have to jump on a training webinar. The videos are accessible 24/7. They can wake up early on a Sunday morning and go watch those videos, and they're just there. They're convenient and they work. So plug into those trainings. Like Justin said, it's something that we haven't emphasized enough, but they're there. They're in your back office. They're right on the training tab on the left side. And if you use these videos and have your newest people use these videos, they are set up for success.
And you can stop sharing your screen now, guys. We can just go back to live here. So, most importantly, guys, this 24-hour launch document is very powerful. Steps 1 through 5. Make sure you guys utilize it a lot more. And Shane Solomon, man, if you want to come back on here as well and, just touch base on how powerful that 5-step doc or that step 5 is with the 24-hour launch document, really helpful. And, we put together those trainings. They put us on the spot. Josh put us leaders on the spot saying, how do you invite to event? What are your, opinions on the system? How powerful is this system? And it just goes to show the average person coming on board, to get in that right mindset, because we've all been in your situation. We've all been in your shoes. You know, I had so many people tell me no over the last 4 years, and it only made me better. It only made, you know, me go out there and just keep getting more no's until I finally got yeses. And that's what it's all about, guys. You know, building your story, building the value of the opportunity, and getting people more eyeballs to the presentation. So Shane, you want to just you know, touch base on here, and then guys, I want to tell you, if you have any questions, you know, get it ready, because we're going to have an open Q&A here. You know, be able to take some questions from all of you guys. When you type it in the chat box, we'll be able to answer your questions as well. I want to keep this, you know, webinar around an hour long, so we have about 20 minutes left. So Shane, you want to just touch base on how important it is for the training as well?
Absolutely. I think we can all agree that when you get into business for yourself, you want things to be as easy as possible. And the value that MDC brings, not only that we're not getting charged for the marketing system that we have, the website, there's no hosting fees that exist, which is remarkable, but we're getting free training, guys. This training is included within the deal here. And, you know, to be able to sit down and press play, and I can tell you I learned so much myself by going over to Baltimore and filming those videos and watching them back, and I still watch them now. I think, you know, to have something simple and duplicatable where you can just click play and you watch these people talk, it just saves a lot of time. The thing is, when you're new to a business, you want to rock it as soon as possible. And these leaders over the years have spent years learning. So by watching these videos, you can catch up really quickly, and that's the important thing. You can, you know, start making money quicker if you start listening to the advice that these guys have done this industry long before us. So I can't stress enough how important it is to watch it. It's pressing a play button, and the value is superb. And keep watching them too. Even as you emerge as a leader, you always pick up new bits when you watch it back. So the importance of those videos is absolutely paramount. You watch them. It's nice and easy. The information is absolutely powerful and key to exploding your business now and in the future.
Awesome. Yeah, so guys, we're going to open it up here and take your questions. I just typed in the chat box. You know, myself, Jason, and Shane are here to help answer your questions. Anything that you guys want to know about, any tips or tricks that, you know, we can, you know, share with you on your topic and your question, that would be great. If you don't have any questions, then we're going to go ahead and end this webinar, but I'm sure, you know, some of you have to have some questions that you would like to ask us. And guys, you know, I'm going to start doing these live webinars every single Sunday at 2 p.m. All right, whether if I can be here or if not, or if Shane cannot or Jason cannot, one of the My Daily Choice leaders will be on this webinar every single Tuesday or every single Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what you want to do, you know, we only have like 40-some guests on here right now, which is okay. All right, the ones who are on here, you guys are here, you guys are, you know, plugged in, but you want to pass it on to your team. Let's get this webinar to hundreds, 500s, thousands every Sunday at 2 p.m. so we can all stay together, we can all interact and, you know, introduce ourselves and just keep everybody together here as one big family, whether you're upline, crossline, downline, whatever it is. We teach the duplicatable stuff. So we're not going out of, you know, I'm not teaching about social media, you know, training. I'm not teaching about, you know, some other team's training. We want to keep this as corporate. We want to keep this training and mastermind to expertise as Josh put together. You know, he works hard and puts together these documents and, you know, all these trainings. We're going to work and we're going to plug all of you into those trainings, all right? We're going to keep everything to My Daily Choice corporate expectations, all right? So basically, we have a question here from JB from Miami. How does one keep the faith in doing, let me see here. How does one keep the faith in doing this? It has been so hard to find someone to even look at the capture page. That's a great question, JB. How does one keep the faith in doing this? It has been so hard to find someone to even look at the capture page. It all boils down to the approach and how you're approaching that individual. I mean, you know, if you're striking the conversation, I think this is what you're talking about, JB. If people are, you know, how to keep that faith if you can't get anyone to check out the capture page. You just got to keep plugging away and keep going through the numbers. Yes, you might run into somebody on the streets and you get striking the conversation. Hey man, that's a nice car you drive right there, or that's a nice suit you have on. You must be professional. What do you currently do? Then it all boils down to, at the end of the conversation, hey, do you mind keeping your options open to looking at something else if it doesn't currently interfere with what you're doing? Sure, here's my business card. Take a look at my website. Just enter your name and email and go through the free tour. Or if you're doing relationship building on social media, hey Shane, how are you? Great to connect with you. I see we have a lot of the same interests. Where are you from? What do you currently do? Oh, wow, you're in network marketing. I'm a network marketing professional as well. How long have you been in the industry? Just back and forth, building that rapport. All right, and then it all boils down to, when the question comes about, well, what is it that you're working on? What's your project you're working on, or what company are you working with? All right, and that's where you can say, hey, listen, I'd rather, I got to go. Be in a hurry. All right, be in a hurry. You say, hey, listen, I got to jump off here right now, but here's my website. You can take the free tour. A lot of people say they're going to take the free tour, and they really do not take the free tour. And you just connect with them later and follow up with them, and you don't have to ask them, individuals, why they didn't take the free tour, even though they did. And just start building conversation up as you get back on the chat with that individual. Don't come at them and say, hey, listen, I didn't see you. I saw that you didn't go through my website yet. What are you waiting for? Just be like, hey, have you gotten a chance to take a look at the free tour overview? And stuff like that. So JB, it's just going to take a lot of numbers. It's going to have to go through the process, and some people might have lost track. They might have, they might have got busy if it's a social media Facebook chat where they're getting 100 messages a day, and your chat went from number 1 down to number 500 because a lot of people are messaging that individual. So you just want to go back and, just re-strike the conversation, start building that relationship again. Hey, how's your day? You must have got pretty busy that you haven't taken a look at my website yet. Hey, that's not a problem. Whenever you get a chance, I really appreciate it if you could, or if you're interested, or whatever it may be. Does that answer your question, JB? Another question from MLUV. Unless Jason and Shane, you want to touch base on that as well. JB talked about, how to keep the faith, when you can't get someone to take a look at the capture page.
I'm happy to come in on that one just briefly.
Go ahead, brother. It's what it's for, man.
As opposed, for the kind of keeping the faith thing.
Mm-hmm.
People are doing this, and people have done this before us. When I started in this industry, I didn't really have the confidence to do what I was doing, but I wasn't going to give up because I was watching other people do it, and I'm thinking, well, they're no smarter than I am, really, So, this is a huge industry. A lot of people make a lot of money from it. A lot of people make, a reasonable amount of money from it. There was just no way that I was going to take no for an answer. So I think you've got to be that kind of consistent and keep the faith that we are in an industry, and certainly in a company that has huge potential, and it's just the numbers game. Not everyone's going to join us at the beginning. I mean, for example, I've been in this business now for 9 months. When I first started, I talked to a load of people. Couldn't get them to take the tour of the capture page. 9 months later, they come back. Hey, Shane, I still see you doing that business. Is it going well for you? Yes, it is. Well, perhaps I'm ready to take a look at it now. So it's just a no for now, so keep the faith. It's really important that you do. And we all have those thoughts, that kind of send you off and you think, am I doing the right thing? You're certainly doing the right thing because there are people doing it right now. And to get out and failure is just not an option. Keep going, keep the faith, and the results will definitely come, I promise you.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane, you nailed it, dude. 100%. Matt Rosa said this at a My Daily Choice regional event. It's from the Bible. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, with the evidence of things not seen. And it's like, JB, I relate with you 100% because every single leader in this industry will get to a point in their business where things are not flowing. They're not flowing. And, maybe you're in the beginning of that deck of cards where you're pulling 2s, you're pulling 3s, you're pulling 4s. Maybe you just sat down at that blackjack table of your business and you're not getting aces, kings, face cards yet. But it's that grind, and we learn along the way through that. It's just talking to the right people, qualifying the right way, maybe changing some things about your language, the verbiage, the way you're approaching those people. And if something you're doing is not working, I always tell people this. If something you're doing is not working and you've tried it enough to rule it out and try something new. You know, it's like if you try something one time and it doesn't work, then that's not a good enough sample size. But if you tried something 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and it's not working, then that's what's broke, and it's not you that's broke, for sure. And you need to know that. You know, JB, knowing, you know, you're on my team, so I know who you are. Dude, you are a gem. You're a great guy, professional. You're a great father. You're already successful in your business, and you're already a leader. So you have to know that it's not you that's broke, but more so the approach. Go back and work on that approach. Period.
Awesome. The next question is, we have here is, let's see here, like Scott Smith says as well on here, it's very important to utilize your upline and to not verbally vomit all over someone about the opportunity. You know, you want to keep it short, sweet, and simple, be excited, and it goes to this next question. Good afternoon, Tech. You know, says here the first question, what are some ways that you invite from cold market? Cold market is very tough to start off with. I'm just being straight up honest with you. Took me a little over a year to actually master cold market and how to go out and approach people. Cold market that I have no clue who they are. They have no clue who I am. And you just have to, it just takes a little longer to build that relationship with cold market. Get them to trust you, you know, especially on social media, cold market, you know, they have to follow you, you know, and that's where you have to build your brand and get people to trust you. But cold market, on the other hand, is when we were on the cruise, for example. You know, we were sitting at a club and just at a restaurant and just, you know, we seen the same people every single day at the same spots. We got to build some relationship, all right, and be like, you know, where are you from? You know, awesome. You know, it's great to have you on the cruise. You know, what. Are you here with your family? Are you here with your wife? Are you here for work? You know, as you can just build relationships. You know how we teach you guys to build relationships on social media, you know, and talk about where you're from, what do you do, how long, okay, and you do that in person, you know, and that was a great week that we had there. You know, Jason and Josh and Scott Smith, you know, we built relationships on there because we saw people every day. All right, so we turned a cold market prospect into a warm market prospect by the end of the week. All right, so we got their contact. I got some people's contact information. I'm going to stay plugged in with those individuals. I added some on Facebook. Now, did I strike them about the opportunity? Absolutely not. But they're going to see what I do as they watch me on Facebook. They watch my Facebook profile. They see what I post, okay? I did not throw up and vomit on them like Scott was talking about. So turning a cold market prospect into a warm market. That's the first step. You don't want to just go peek somebody right away as cold market. Your step is to turn a cold market prospect into a warm market prospect. The second question you have here is, what are some ways to invite your warm market? And guys, Jason and Shane, if you want to touch base on the cold market approach, but I'll just give my first sense to these two questions. Some ways to invite your warm market, is that to a home event or is this to the presentation? Still kind of the same way. All right, be excited. Number one, be excited, because if you're not excited, why should somebody else be excited? All right. Number two, you know, hey, listen, something just got shown to me last night. This guy, Jason from the United States, just showed me this amazing, amazing project that's expanding right here in our area. I am super excited, and actually I have him coming over tomorrow night at my house at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to show a small group of people the exact same thing. I thought of you right away, Tekka. You think you can stop over for a half hour? You have to see this. It's amazing. Well, Justin, what's it about? Listen, I really don't know all the details, but what I do know, I have this expert, Jason, coming over to my house Saturday night at 7 o'clock. He's going to explain everything. I saw this the other day. It blew my mind, and that's why I'm calling you to come over, you know, just to take a look at this and give me your opinion. You're going to be mind-boggled. Whoa, is it network marketing? Are you selling anything? Listen, I don't want to give you any wrong information, but what I saw, I know is really going to get you excited. And I have this guy, Jason, plugging in at my house Saturday night at 7 o'clock to show a small group of people what he's doing, what's expanding right here in our area, not only in our area, but worldwide. You have to come over and check it out. Hey, listen, can I put you down for coming? If not, I'm going to have to give your seat away to somebody else. I got to go right now. Somebody's calling in, you know, ready to come over here, so I need to know if you can make it or not. All right, I'll put you down for coming. See you later. Bye. Bam. Now you have to be excited. All right, and you see how I approach those prospects in my warm market, because they're going to know who you call them up on the phone, right? You say to those individuals when they ask you questions, I don't know all the information, but what I do know, this expert's going to be at my house Saturday night at 7 o'clock. All right, well, what is it? Are you selling? Listen, I don't want to give you any wrong information. I'm inviting a small group of people to come over here. I'm excited. Listen, Jason, you have to check this out. I love you to death. You trust me, right? Well, listen, give me 30 minutes of your time. Come over here and hear what this guy Shane has to talk about Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Can I put you down as coming? Bam. Be excited. Don't vomit, because you have to be the professional inviter. All right? Always be excited. If they start giving you a runaround, say, hey, listen, I got a call. Someone's calling in right now. I'm going to give your seat right to this guy calling in right now. So I need to know right now, are you going to make it? Can I put you down as coming? All right, good. You're in. I'll see you Saturday at 7 o'clock. Click. You know what I mean? Be in a hurry. Guys, it works. That is how I got 85 people to say yes to come over to my first home event. All right, and remember, the hard fact is 50% will not show, so the numbers matched up perfectly, right? 85, 43 showed, but I was in a hurry. Hey, Jason, what's going on? This is Justin. What are you doing Saturday at 7 o'clock? Be in a hurry. Be excited. Don't say, hey, Jason, what are you doing? I'm really excited about something that I was showing the other night. I have this guy, this expert, coming to my house, and he's going to be on YouTube or whatever it is. You think you can come over? They're going to hang up the phone. I'm just being straight up with you. You got to be excited. You got to have that. I have here in my vision very well, smile when you're calling my prospect. Smile when you're getting on that phone, because you can feel the energy when I'm smiling instead of when I'm not smiling. Hey, what's going on, guys? Great to have you on this mastermind session. My name's Justin Poletti, here out of Pennsylvania. But when you smile, hey guys, what's going on? This here is Justin Poletti. Great to have you all on the mastermind session. It changes the tonality in your voice. It gets people excited, because like it says in every training we do about inviting people, be excited, because if you're not excited, why should they be excited to come take a look at something you're excited about? So I hope that helped, guys. Jason and Shane, if you want to touch base on that as well, and we'll keep moving along.
Jason, do you want to go in?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, so Justin, I mean, you nailed down for the home event invites. As far as cold market goes, I mean, I have to agree that cold market is more of a developmental process. A big part of, especially Facebook, social media, Instagram, Twitter, people are going to look at you as a figure of authority when they join your network marketing business, or when they look at your network marketing business. They're going to say, if I invest this money in this product, what will I get in return? That's their subconscious thought process, is, if I make this purchase, can I trust Justin Poletti, who's my sponsor, with the return of investment? I'm here now. But because of Justin's brand, his professionalism, his ability to be dynamic in multiple areas of the industry, home events, online, offline, through the fact that he's attended the courses, he's gone to the conventions, he's read the books, he's developed a skill set. And that's why, if you guys go to my Facebook, you'll see the brand, you'll see it, because we all face the same challenges. I talk to prospects, give them my link, they don't go to it. Okay, it's not all butterflies and rainbows for anybody. And the better you become, the more you attract. You'll always attract what you are. So if you're brand new to the business and you haven't read Building an Empire, you haven't read, GoPro, you haven't listened to Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business, if you haven't gone through those trainings in the back office, and you don't know how to build the business, you don't know how to do online marketing, you don't even know how to do cold market prospecting, then you're not going to attract people that want those things. You know what I'm saying? Because people will join you if they know you can help them. So the best piece of advice for cold market is to become more. You will always attract what you become. I had challenges when I got into this, because I had always built face-to-face, belly-to-belly, home meeting to home meeting. That's what I knew. I could teach somebody how to do a home meeting presentation. You know, get there early, throw music on, good vibes, shake everybody's hand, spend time getting to know everybody's name before the event, be a host, get in front of the room, tell the story, look at everybody, make eye contact, be professional, have posture. That's simple. What I didn't know was how to have posture on the internet. What I didn't know was how to reach out and get a cold market, you know, audience. But I figured it out. And now I'm starting to pull a couple pre-enrollees a day without me even doing anything. You know, starting to get people hitting me up. Hey, you look like a professional. You know, tell me about this, you know, Global Dynasty Network. Tell me about you. You know, what do you do? I see you're a speaker. Are you a public speaker? You know, you want people to be curious. You don't want to say, I'm a network marketer at My Daily Choice, because guess what? You just told them everything. They already know what you do. Why would they ask questions? You have to ask questions, and you have to have questions being asked back to you. You know, don't, and Shane has some good stuff with this as well, so I don't want to steal all the thunder. But you've got to develop relationships. You have to develop relationships with people. Nobody is going to join you unless they know that they can trust you. End of story. All my cold market people are now very, very good friends. I know their story. I know their family. I know why they're doing what they're doing. And I'm always willing to give something back before I ask for the order. So my opinion, guys, and I'll end it with this. Your first 30 to 60 days of getting to know somebody on Facebook, don't tell them what company you're with. Don't ask them to look at anything. You know, it's not like you're just adding somebody and then after 5 minutes of building, you know, form. See, people say rapport, but rapport isn't like, hey, Justin, you know, where are you from, man? What do you do for work? Great. What do you do for fun? Awesome. What motivates you? Sweet. Hey, Justin, do me a favor. Check out this link. That is not rapport. Rapport is picking up your phone, Facebook Messenger app, and shooting out a message. Hey, Justin, you know, I know we connected the other day, got to know a little bit about each other. You know, man, just wanted to reach out and wish you, you know, a happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's beautiful here in New Jersey. I hope it's just as beautiful out in PA. Look forward to talking to you soon, man. God bless. Take care. Whatever. You know, and it's like you're taking the relationship past, hey, Justin, you know, happy Sunday. Dude, listen, you know, we got these new weight loss sprays coming. I know, you know, I saw in one of your pictures your aunt seemed a little bit overweight. You know, maybe you can check out my link. And, you know, maybe you could buy something, you know, that'd be cool. Thanks, man. You know, it's like, you know, guys, you got to care. And I'll leave it at that. Back to you, Justin.
Absolutely.
And if you, Justin, if you haven't hit that, you know, I have a link for you, brother.
Shane.
Fat Ant. I'm just still laughing at that fat Ant. That's the best line ever heard on a webinar ever. But that's just raw. But people do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely. And, you know, it comes down to that voice message, you know, hey, what's going on, Jay Brown? It was great to connect with you the other day. You know, I see we have a lot of the same interests. I love always connecting with like-minded individuals like yourself. You know, I look forward to connecting with you, and hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Talk to you soon. You know, just those little messages. When that person plays that, they're like, wow, you know, this guy's really looking to connect, is energetic, you know, and they'll come messaging you back right away. And it's just building that rapport and, you know, and getting that person to, you know, instead of typing, they hear your voice and hear your excitement. You know, they're going to want to be your friend because, wow, this guy sounds pretty exciting. He sounds pretty cool. I want to get to know this guy.
Do you know how many people say to me, wow, I didn't realize you could do that with Facebook Messenger? You know, that is a fantastic example where when people add me now on Facebook as a friend, straight away I'll be sending an audio message.
Yes, sir.
It's remarkable. It stands out. Not everyone's doing it. And again, it just adds that personal touch, you know. And I'm just going to wrap this up because you guys have pretty much nailed it all pretty much there. But with the cold market, it really is, just to reiterate, is building that relationship. And I don't want to go into a social media thing, but one of the biggest things is a big no-no for me, and I see it still time and time again, is that when someone joins My Daily Choice, is they put their profile pictures as sprays, you know, or holiday destinations. People don't make friends with nutritional sprays. You know, people don't make friends with a cruise ship. They make friends with the people, and that's what it comes right back to, is the relationship. And it's all about that time. It's not instant. And here's the other thing. you know, people posting, and you've started a business, you've got your links there, you're excited, and sure, I get the idea that you want to start telling the world you're in business, but you don't want to go posting your link every single day. You know, it's all about value. And the lifestyle, the business we're in is the kind of business of attraction. We want to attract people to us to see what we have and get them excited so they can have it too. And a perfect example of that is just talk about how grateful you are for your day. You know, show your lifestyle. If you're going out having coffee meetings every day, take a picture where you're at, have a nice picture with your friend, and just say you're super excited to be out today having coffee, catch up, exciting times. Don't mention the opportunity until you've got that rapport going on. And I will just finish with this. And this is something I've had success with. Bearing in mind, I've only been doing this really for 9 months with this company. When I'm out now, if you're in a team, I'm in a local pool team, I'm not that good, but I go out and I have a fantastic time. But guess what? I'm meeting people all of the time. And one thing I've gone to for, this is cold market people. I've never met them before. We're playing against them. In fact, we're competing. Get talking. And a lot of them are on their phones, you know, so they're on their phones when they're not playing, texting people. And I'll just go up to them and I'll say, you know, I said, it's great to play pool with you tonight. I said, random question. I've seen you on your phone quite a lot tonight. I said, just out of curiosity, I said, how much income does that phone generate you a month? And they'll kind of look at me, you know, really crazy and say, well, nothing. You know, we pay for this phone. I said, well, that's interesting. They said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, look, tonight's not the time to talk about it. I said, but if you want to add me on Facebook, we'll keep in touch. And one day when you've got 5 minutes, perhaps I'll show you. That's it. Now, you've got to take a shot. So that's one quick way that you get people piqued with their interest. Well, what's this guy on about? I want to know. And it will come back. Or she'll come back and say, well, what was you talking about? But I still don't give them the link because I want to connect with them on Facebook, send them an audio message, and perhaps within a week or two, it'll be right then to do a quick Google Hangout and to touch on the other question about using your upline. Bring them in on a third-party call. Because even though you emerge as a leader, and I feel quite confident, and when people know you personally, if you bring in a third party, especially if they're from a different country, I cannot tell you how exciting that is for the prospect. They're like, wow, I'm connected with someone in the States, and we're here in the UK. And vice versa, I'll jump on any call to help any of the team. So a couple of nuggets there from me. Hopefully that gives value. And I just want to say thank you for a fantastic webinar tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure to share the internet with you.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on here as well. I'm going to answer this one more question. I know this is a very, very important question. The question is, how do you organize your follow-ups? Do you have any system you use to keep up? And guys, you must write down all of the people that you strike conversation with. Put it in an Excel file. Put it down on a tablet. I mean, I can show you here what I do. I keep track of all the people that I've connected with here. You know, I keep everything in a folder. You know, where I talk to them, Facebook. You know, if they're a networker, if they're an entrepreneur, or if it was cold market, keep track of all your follow-ups in an Excel file or an organizer. Make sure you guys have a daily planner, a daily calendar like this. You know, it has the time slots and the dates. You know, you make sure that's full. You know, my calendar is full almost every single day of the week for follow-up calls. Follow up with this person at 5 o'clock. Follow up with this person this time of the day. Keep organized. Don't try to wing it and go back through your Facebook messages or, you know, your voice messages if someone calls you in that perspective. But you must keep track and keep organized, because organization is gonna give you, it's gonna help you out in the long run. It's gonna save you 20 years in this industry of driving yourself insane. Because I remember Jay Brown, when he first got started here, he's like, man, Poletti, how do you keep organized? You know, and then Jay Brown took a picture of his office, like, Poletti, I got a whiteboard here. I have my calendar over here. I have this calendar here. I'm putting these things over here. All right, so he became organized because, of course, his team started exploding. You know, and if you're having a lot of success and a lot of momentum going on, you want to make sure you have a great organizer, even Excel file, to keep track of your team, welcome them to the team. Now for prospecting, follow-ups, keep track the same way. Okay, I reached out to this guy on Monday from Facebook. You know, we had a small talk conversation. So you can type in the chat message that person's name, and you can go back and just read over the conversation, and you can see where the conversation left off, so you do not forget how to respond to that individual. So make sure you keep track and keep organized. And Jason and Shane, if you want to touch base on this question is how, do you guys keep organized for follow-ups, and if we have a system in place, and the system is nothing spectacular, it's getting an organizer and putting everything in an Excel file, guys.
I would love to, and then I'm sure Shane has his stuff too. Every leader is thoroughly organized. That I know. I want to show you guys real quick. Move this out of the way. Stupid thing. You guys can see this. Yeah, should be good now. Hold up. Let me maximize my screen. Hey, there you go. Okay, so here's my desk. Here's where I do a majority of my grinding. Okay, and I'll show you guys a little bit, but here's my whiteboard. Okay, hot prospects, core, GDN, all my core leaders that I need to be working with, the hot teams that I need to be focusing on, and then a couple things: conference call line, self-motivated, peer-motivated, not motivated, and the 4 MIs, which you guys have heard me train on before. Also, remembering your why. I have some pictures of my grandfather, a card that I got on my birthday from my parents, and then here, move around my desk a little bit sloppy right now, but I think it's important that I show you guys. I have my calendar, and it's an hour-by-hour deal. I don't know how good you guys can see it, but I made this calendar, and it's all my appointments for the week set up, and I just plug everything in. The other side of my desk, I have, boom, all the countries MDC's opened in, and then I have a notebook that I keep track of all my prospects and everything that's going on in the business. Day by day, I bust out a new page in the notebook. I label it, today is Sunday, August 16th, on the top. Any new prospects I talk to on that day, write it down. Any follow-ups that I've done on that day, write it down. Any notes from Google Hangouts, Masterminds, things like that with the team, I write it down, and then I can go back to that date and say, well, 2 weeks ago I did this, and now it's 2 weeks. It's time to follow up with this, and this person. So the fortune is 100% in getting organized and in the follow-up. Back to you guys.
Well, I'll just come in and say, you've pretty much summed up again pretty much what I do, but I just want to draw attention to the contact manager in the back office. It's a fantastic tool for people that actually have pre-enrolled and a great kind of source where it's actually there, it's logged, you can't miss it, you can go back in there, you've got the email addresses there, you can hopefully phone them as well if they've left their phone number, and that is a great resource there for when you've got pre-enrollees. And the other thing really, Jay, you've got it all going on there, just keep it written down. I think when I first started, I didn't bother doing any of that. I thought, it's all in my head, it's not a problem, it's not a problem. Do you know what? We forget. We have so many things going on throughout our day, it's sometimes hard to keep track on what we're going to do. So if you've got it written down, it's so much easier. But that contact manager, and I use it even now to this day, where I'll go in there, and here's a little tip, and I think I picked this up with Justin, is that you can put the email address for the person that took the tour on your website and pre-enrolled, and search that in Facebook. Mm-hmm. And if they are on Facebook and that email matches up, you can then go and add them as a friend on there. And that was a big tip I picked up. I didn't realize you could do that and search for people with the email address. And this is the thing, we're always learning and picking up tips. So yeah, fortune is in the follow-up. Always follow up.
Absolutely, Shane. That's a great point that you brought that up about that, because I was taking the question as, how do you keep up with follow-ups with people that we, follow up with cold market and warm market on social media and just out in public, but that's a great point that Shane just touched base on. How do you follow up with people who did take the free tour, who are pre-enrollees, guys? And I have that in the back office training as well. You go in Contact Manager, scroll down, click on Type, drop down arrow. You click on pre-enrollees, and it'll bring you all the pre-enrollees with their first and last names and emails, and some even have phone numbers in there. Pick up the phone, call, so that's a great way to keep tabs on those individuals as well. So, guys, I see Alan put on here, wow, Justin Poletti uses pen and paper. What's that supposed to mean, Alan? I have fingers here, and I do write down, not only type. So, but guys, it's 3:15 here. Thank you all for staying plugged in here. I hope this is a great webinar. It went a little longer than we expected, but I think we got a lot covered here, and all of you to take advantage of that 24-hour document. I know Richard posted in the chat room as well. Keep it simple. The 3 P's. Present, pass, and present. I'm sorry. Peak, present, and pass. I'm sorry. Peak, present, pass. The 3 simple P's. You know what I mean? And that's a great strategy to go by as well. And but you want to stay focused on the 5 steps that we have in place for the 24-hour document for the newest person to come on board. And if you're not new, what I said earlier, schedule your home events. My calendar should be filling up here. Shane's calendar, all the leaders should be filling up for you guys reaching out and booking events, guys. So next Sunday when we get on here, my first question to all of you is going to be, how many home events did you have booked last week? All right? And is it going to be 0? Is it going to be 10? Is it going to be 20? How many events did you personally schedule, and how many events did your team schedule? All right, because we want to keep you guys accountable. Accountability calls we're going to start doing as well. I know Jay Brown is setting some up as well. We want to keep you guys accountable, where we can get you all on a call and open it up and be like, hey, Shane, how many home events did your team have scheduled? How many home events did your team have scheduled this week? All right, great. We're us leaders here are here to help, fill those time slots in. If you're doing one home event at this time, somebody else has one at that time, great, we'll step in and do that event for them on Skype, whatever it is. But we got to keep accountable, and that's what you guys are going to have to do as new affiliates. Step up and be that leader. Lead by example. Book your home event and share photos on the MDC group pages and the group chats. Hey guys, I had my first home event. Who cares? 3 people were there. They were excited. But it shows other people that you had a home event, because everything duplicates. What you do, your team's going to do, right? And do that, and it's going to continue to duplicate, guys. And Shane, if you want to end the call here, and Jason, any closing statements? We have Richard right there, I think, with you.
Indeed, I was just going to say that. I mean, Richard's been here the whole time. He's been quite active in the chat, and obviously one of the big leaders over here in the UK. I think just the opportunity for Richard just to say something to finish with and answer your question.
Absolutely.
But it'd be great whilst he's here.
Hi, everybody. Justin.
Hey, Richard, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Richard, what's up, buddy? I didn't even know you were sitting there.
Yeah, I'm a little ninja.
I see it. You got a lot of ninjas out there in the UK. Much love.
Somebody posted up a question in the chat, which was basically, they were having trouble getting people to pre-enroll. Now, one of the things that I do is, if I'm talking to somebody, whether it's on Facebook or whatever, rather than actually giving them the link, I say to them, if you give me your name and your email address, I can pre-enroll you. So rather than them having to go through that process and you having to wait and see if they actually do it, so long as you get their permission, you can go to one of your capture pages, put their name and email address in, and pre-enroll them for them. They will then get welcome to MDC emails, and basically they're pre-enrolled. So you can take the step for them if you've got their permission. And I think that's a really good way of actually getting people involved without having to wait for them to actually take action themselves.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
I like that a lot. But are you sure they're actually getting the emails, Richard? Because I think some people have tried it before and it wasn't linking up the right IP address. Like if I would put in someone's email and name right now on my capture page, would the system start working for the email drip on that individual, or must they actually go in there to log into the Rolly back office first? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, they actually get the welcome to MDC emails. The email address you put in has no relation to the IP address that you use to put that email in. So long as you put the right email address in, they will actually get those emails from MDC.
Perfect.
So that's a really good way to, rather than you're sat there thinking, oh, I think they have, I'm not quite sure, and you hope they have, you can actually take that step for them. So some people that I've had haven't actually even seen a capture page. They've just pre-enrolled, and then they're in the back office already.
Perfect. That's a great point right there.
I like that a lot. I
think that helps JB's question as well, especially if you have that information. Hey, listen, you mind if I, enter you into my, pre-position yourself here on my website, and you'll be able to get some emails and see what it's all about. You know, as long as you do get their permission and enter it in, that's perfect. Absolutely. Because people might get scared when they see that capture page. Well, you know, what am I entering my information in here for? Am I going to be getting phone calls? Am I going to be getting, you know, people calling me and hitting me up every day out of the blue? You know what I mean? But as long as you get their
absolutely.
The other thing I say to them as well is that, you know, there's no pressure. You know, if it's not for you, just have a look around the back office. If it's not for you, unsubscribe. Okay, so you're basically not making them have any commitment with that. You're doing the work for them just to get them pre-enrolled, so you can then build on that relationship as a pre-enrollee.
I love that, Richard.
Perfect, Richard. That was powerful. Absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing that.
No problem.
Guys, you know, try it. I don't. As far as I know, somebody posted in here such great information. I heard the same thing, Justin. You know, we'll do that today. You know, so guys, try that. What Richard's talking about. You know, try it with one of your family members just to make sure. Because I did it in the beginning, as Jaco said. That's how I signed up Team South Africa. You know, I pre-positioned all this, and I was like, hey man, I'm launching something huge right now. All I need is your email address to pre-position yourself, because this is going to get big. All right, and I had so many people pre-enrolled in the beginning. I got their email addresses. I plugged them in with their names and last names, and I had like 1,000 pre-enrollees the first 24 hours because I was grinding. You know, and I was just hitting people up. Hey, man, something huge has happened. I want to pre-position you. I want you guys to be the first ones in. I need your email address. And I got so many people just, sure, man, bing, 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 bing. You know what I mean? So until they actually go on the website, capture page, do all that work, I did it for them. But it was a little time-consuming, but I got it done, and I got them to see what was happening. And you know, Jaco said it right there, man. You know, that's how Justin signed me up, and you know, it works. But yeah, try it. I know it was working. I know Josh did mention about that. Maybe he did say it, but you have to be careful. You know, because you just don't want to grab people's web or email addresses and start putting them in the system, because we will get shut down. Our autoresponders will get crashed for spamming, and that is not going to be good. So make sure you have permission from that individual to enter their information in our capture page. You know, because if you start putting in other people's information in out of a telephone book or, you know, a list that you found on the ground, you know, it will come back and it will only hurt our company and hurt our brand and hurt our name, guys. So make sure you have 100% permission from that individual to do so. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you, Richard, for you know, being available as well. Shane, awesome. Jace Brown, awesome. And thank you all for tuning in here. Guys, we want to make this bigger and better all the time. We want to keep people adding to these masterminds. You know, there was almost 60 people on here. I mean, there was like 30-some in the actually 48, and then there was 10 viewers online watching it through the YouTube channel, which is very powerful as well. So, guys, we want to make this into hundreds. All right, and invite your teams. We want to have these every Sunday afternoon. If I can't make it, Jay can't make it, Dane and Richard will host it. You know, it's something we want to keep doing every single Sunday and keep your team plugged in, because we're going to go over the basics and, you know, a topic different every single week, but we want to keep on the basics to keep you all on point, to make sure that you are following the right steps to success in order to, you know, succeed here with us in My Daily Choice. So, guys, thank you all very much. We're going to end this webinar right now. And stay tuned for next Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be at the same place, same time, with different leaders, guys. Thank you all very much.